Alright, so we'll be working with the Andis AGC Super 2-speed again. I just did a video about replacing the switch, and I figured I might as well go ahead and do the blade drive and show you how to replace the hinge as well. This normally comes with a cover, but I currently don't have it near me to show you. It's in a box. So you normally just pop that off, and there's going to be the biggest pain in the ass about doing the blade drive is you have to take off the switch. Otherwise you can't get this off. So we'll take off the switch screws, or sorry, the hinge screws off first. I haven't taken this thing apart in a while. I stopped using it because my second speed stopped working up until a few minutes ago when I replaced my switch. So I apologize if it's not very clean in here. I have yet to clean it. Okay, screws are off, set aside. Pull the hinge off. Sorry for all the hair. Yeah, that's pretty gross. So when you take the hinge off, it's just one big piece. Right underneath it, you're going to find a thin sheet of metal as well. You're going to want to pull that out. And I always lay it the same way it goes in, just so there's no mistaking it. Let me brush some of this hair out. Yeah, that's a little better. Alright, you're going to flip it back to the front, and we're going to take the 2 blade drive screws off. I gotta switch the head on here. I mean, you're more than welcome to take this top off. After you take off the 4 screws, you can pop this off. I can get to it from here. At least I think I can. I can't remember. I haven't changed this blade drive in a while. Like I said, I haven't used it in a while. So we'll see. There we go. Remembering which screws go where. Alright, so the blade drive should just pop right off. Try not to throw it at anybody. I'm just going to get the hair off of there again. And there's your blade drive. A lot of people have told me several different ways of finding out if your blade drive is ready to be changed. Now that I have a new set of clippers, I typically change the blade drive probably once a month, once every 2 months if I get lazy. But essentially these pieces here, you just don't want them to get too worn out. That's what keeps it spinning. To put it back on, you're just doing it in reverse. You're going to snap this back on there, remembering that that black piece there is going to be angled towards the back of the clippers. It just snaps on, making sure it's all on there, right? Okay. Put your screws back in. So, to change the blade drive, you have to take off the hinge. So that's kind of a pain in the butt. But at least when you're trying to change the hinge, you don't have to take off the blade drive. Sorry, I'm really not that funny. Okay, 1 screw, 2 screw. I actually don't have a second blade drive to replace on this because it's, again, in another box. Which, funny enough, I'm actually using to hold the camera. So I'm just going to put this one right back on. Screw it in there. I have had these clippers for quite some time, so this screw that I'm screwing in right now is fairly stripped, so I'm just trying to get it in there without stripping it any more than it needs to be. Okay. So now you've got the new blade drive on, or what would be the new blade drive. Flip it back over, and we're going to put the hinge back on, remembering to put the thin sheet of metal in here, where the round piece is facing the drive and the holes line up. You set your hinge on there, and you're setting this over the blade drive. And then just screw it in. I don't think I can use this one. Huh? I can, okay. Make sure it's on there nice and tight. This one you actually want to make sure it's on there firmly. If your hinge is loose in any way, that's what's going to cause your blades to rattle when they're on, which is obviously going to cause damage to them and your clippers. So you really want to make sure it's on there nice and snug without stripping them like I am right now. I really try not to, but sometimes I'm just not very good at it. Okay. So that's how you would change your blade drive and your hinge. And that's it. Thanks, guys.